everyone. Good morning. Good evening. Chaitanya, Aditya, Divyam, very good morning and good evening. Others still has to join. Yes, Divyam. I can see Divyam, I can see Chaitanya. Where are you, Aditya? And are you able to hear me, Chaitanya and Divyam and Aditya?
Yes, sir.
Very good. So let's
Good evening, sir.
Very good evening, Aditya. Before we start and let more people join, how many of you researched about DST? And who want to tell me first more details about DST, how much you understand what we did yesterday? I also asked you to do some research, read about it. So tell me, what is DST and who want to tell me more about it? That's what I said, right? Everyone has to look at DST and tell me what you understand by DST and what is DST. So how many of you have tried and who will tell me first? Where did you went, Chaitanya? Aditya? Chaitanya, come on screen. Aditya, come on screen. So who will tell me first? Aditya, you want to tell me first? In detail, DST क्या होता है? What is DST? You know it. Divyam, you know it. Daylight savings time change. Achha, you understood why we need why DST happens in some countries? No?
Yes, sir. DST, as you said, means daylight saving time, and it's also called summer time.
What they do is?
What they do is during summer, since the days are long, like if like you said in the last class,
Yes.
if there is an example for like all the lights in the city must go on once the time reaches 6 o'clock p.m. That then, but during the winter, the daylight what is this? The daylight won't come.
So it's okay to switch on.
Yeah.
But in summer, it always be already the light will be from the sun, right? So there is no point of switching it on. But the rule is at 6 p.m. It's a wastage of light, right? So what in America or Europe they do is, in summer, it is 6 p.m. they change their watch to 5 p.m. Okay? Understand the point? In Europe, Australia, Canada, they change their clocks 1 hour back. It's not they. The government itself announces it. So let Divyam tell me more, and then I'll give more example. Very good, Aditya. Yes, Divyam. Explain your way of DST. Unmute.
So, DST is like how we lose an hour every
You reset your clock by 1 hour, correct?
Yeah, and then we gain an hour and lose an hour.
You gain 1 hour and lose 1 hour. That is what will happen. For example, this is suppose in Canada, what is it now? It is summer or winter?
Winter. So
what is the time right away in Canada now?
6:40.
6:40 a. So you know what, Aditya, what will happen if there is Aditya Chaitanya? You will not believe. So no, suppose this moment it is 6:40, right? But it is suppose it is some other month of the year. You know what? At the same moment, the time will be 5:40 or 7:40. So 6 months they keep a watch like this. They 6 months they change by 1 hour. This is what it is. They reset their clock 1 hour. Got it, everybody? And the reason is I gave one example of switching on light. The main thing is it's like fuel efficiency or whatever, like they want people to do that. But the idea about DST is, but again, is a debate, right? Which is good? To educate people to change timing every 6 months, or let it be like in India, it's always same timing, right? No DST, right? So the idea is, if you are able to educate people easily, if you are able to get awareness easily, then it's better to switch. Otherwise, what problem will happen, Aditya? Like Aditya will tell his friend, like today, suppose they change the timing on 1st June. Okay, Aditya, I'll give you an example. Suppose Aditya want to meet with his friend, and he's talking on, suppose say 30th June, and they want to meet on 1st July. So Aditya, okay, let's meet tomorrow 6 p.m. Okay. No, suppose say from 1st July time change, and Aditya forgot, but his friend knows. So he will go there 6 p.m. Aditya will go there 7 p.m. because time will change, right? So there's a problem will happen. If someone doesn't arrive, they will lose out, right? So a lot of problem can happen. If anybody miss out, or they forget, then miss out. There's a lot of problem. Yes, Divya. But government announces them, they give reminders, right? Lot of reminders, correct? Divya?
About what again? DST?
Like so that people don't forget. Okay, today from tonight it is changing, right?
Yeah. And mostly doesn't the time change like March 2nd, Sunday?
Okay. So in
And
Canada it happens in March 2nd. And
yeah, and it ends on February 1st.
Okay. So guys, I'll give a real example of my classes. Aditya and Chaitanya, and you will understand what time it is. It happens me so many times. Like suppose say our time is 5 p.m. now in our class, right, Aditya? So Divya, what is the time for you? 6:30, right?
6:43 a.m.
But suppose we start is 6:30, right? Suppose. What happens is, Aditya, the people who are doing my classes I have a lot of students who are doing classes for the last 3-4 years, okay? So they are my permanent student. Suppose I fix the timing, suppose say I do classes, suppose say my night, say 10 p.m. Just give example, okay? So my night 10 p.m. Suppose in US, it's 8 a.m. Suppose in some place, okay? So they know that okay, every week they have a class 8 a.m. But what happens is, see, my timing is fixed till 10 p.m. But what happens is, in US the time change happens. They forgot to tell me. So the class was supposed to happen at my 10 p.m. is there at 8 a.m. But DST change, it become there 7 a.m. So 1 hour earlier they didn't know. So that happened a lot of times. When student forgot to tell me, sir, DST happened, please, our class timing is 1 hour later. So that misses it, because in Australia also I have a lot of students who has done that, right? When what happens is, they are waiting from 1 hour early because their DST happened, right? The class was supposed to happen at, suppose say, there 5 p.m. But because DST become 4 p.m. So they are waiting extra 1 hour. So those all problems are there with DST, correct? Yes. Chaitanya, you want to say anything? Devi, you want to say anything before we? So switching is good only if you are able to make aware everyone that yeah, time is changed, and please change. Otherwise, a lot of people misses their flights, right? Or something, right? They will not know, okay, time is changed tomorrow, they will go 1 hour late, okay? So a lot of problems can happen. But it's good to be aware what is DST, how to calculate. Yesterday we talked about changes. So today we are going to do one of the last topic of this is, today we are going to learn totally different topic, which is graphs, charts. How many of you used graphs or charts in your schools or at your home? You know what are different types of graphs, why we need different types of graphs and charts? Tell me what different type of graphs you know first. Tell me Aditya, tell me Chaitanya, one by one, how many graphs or charts you know, type of charts and graphs. And why we need, yes, Divya. Everybody tell me one name. Tell me name. Acha, what are graphs and charts? Yes, Divya.
A graph is a graph shows information
Visually, pictorially, right?
Yeah, and one graph is called a pictograph.
Pictograph, okay. Good. What other graphs we know? Chaitanya? Thank you, Divya.
Sir, pie graph and line graph.
Pie graph or pie chart. It is called pie chart. Line graph. Aditya, what other graph or charts you know?
Mm,
Nobody heard about bar graph? These are most common.
yes, sir. I know bar graph. I know line graph, pictorial graph, like
What
that.
about this? Anybody knows this?
What's histogram?
Histograph. No? Yata, Divyam? So, any idea? You are raising hands, so I asked you.
I'm thinking of a graph.
Okay. There can be like dot plot, right?
Yeah.
And there are many more. But these are more important ones. But before we go to graphs, tell me, Chaitanya, what is the advantage of graph and what is disadvantage of graph?
Sir, graphs advantage is we can easily put the information in the graphs, and disadvantage is that this is difficult to see what is the number and difficult to make lines and equal distance make.
Okay.
Yes,
Aditya,
sir.
what are advantage disadvantage from your opinion? Graphs versus tables. Somebody write the data on the graphs or on the table. Which one is better and why?
I think graphs are better because they help to, overview the situation with a quick sweep. You don't need to know that much. You can still see what is the biggest one and what is the smallest one.
Right. And what are any disadvantages there?
Of graphs?
Yes.
Of graphs? No, I can't think of any.
It is. There are many. So one thing is it takes time, effort. It's not as easy like writing. Suppose if I write which is more easy to write? If I give some number, okay, Aditya is 5, Divyam is 7, Chaitanya is 3. Just numbers. You have to make a graph takes time, right?
Yeah, sir.
Second disadvantage is that on the text pad we cannot make graph, right? It requires some, just if you use text pad or this notepad on the I think in the computer, right?
And also, sir, if
You
we want to calculate the numbers from a graph, then they might have given like this one key or one unit is equal to
scaling.
that then we have to calculate and find out the correct amount so that we can find compare.
So advantage is not, but advantages are more because the biggest advantage is you can review or view the information more easily, better and understand better. You can analyze and you can compare. Divya, what is your thought about advantages and not disadvantage of graphing versus just text or tables?
An advantage for graphing is you don't have to write a lot, and if like and it's easier to understand, and you could just quickly see the information.
Right.
And a disadvantage is like if like you I don't know, a disadvantage.
What is this? Tell me, I'll tell you if it's disadvantage or not. What thought of that is? Aditya, come on screen. Yes, tell me.
Sir, is histogram meaning like a graph that what is this represents frequency?
I'll explain. Histogram and bar chart, what difference? We'll make it. It's like something like that, but not. Let's say Aditya, Divyam, and Chaitanya. Okay. And we are just writing how many hours they sleep. Okay. How many hours they sleep every day. Okay. Aditya sleep just 10 hours. Okay. Divyam sleeps 6 hours. Chaitanya sleeps 8 hours. Okay.
I sleep.
I just it's fun. What I'm trying to say is just to tell you the advantage, disadvantage, which you already told me, but to tell you. Aditya, what is your favorite color?
Red.
Red. What is your favorite color, Divyam?
Green.
What is your favorite color, Chaitanya?
Sir, red and orange.
So I give you orange because red is selected. And if I say, I just write first letter only. This is for A is for Aditya, D is for Divyam, C is for Chaitanya. And obviously I want to put scaling all, this will say 0, this is say 10, this is say 5, you can 0, 5. Now, point is, you saw the disadvantage directly. If I want to write data, writing data was so fast. Making graph took time, right? So disadvantage, right? It takes more effort. Advantage is, if I want to compare, oh, who sleeps maximum? It's Aditya. You can directly look at the graphs. Oh, who sleeps the least? It's D for Divyam. So more easy to look at the data, compare, analyze, review. Correct? Everybody agree? It's always pictorial is better than text, right? Now, when you make a graph, tell me what are important points to do. What are important points to make a graph? I'll tell you. A lot of people don't do that. Important points while making graph. First, choose horizontal axis name. Means what? You have to put a proper naming, right? Labeling.
Yes, sir. X-axis. One y-axis we have
So
to name them.
whatever x-axis shows here, it shows the name of the person, right?
So we
have to
have to
put
be
it.
like for the y-axis we have to put name of person, and for the x-axis we can put sleep hours.
Exactly. So I have not put it. This is what I want to tell you. So you should say, okay, here will say student's name or students. Here you will say, or vertical axis, though I don't have space, but you can say sleep hours. So first thing is, you should always label your axis, okay? Though I'm not putting it proper like, but it is sleep hours. And also put an arrow if you want. Like if I want to put arrow, I'll put arrow like this. Sleep hours are like this. The student did. Correct? So, second thing is, put scale. Appropriate, choose appropriate scale. What do you mean by scaling here? On your graph paper, you do scaling, right? 1 unit equal to how many centimeter, right? You will say 1 unit equal to whatever, 1 centimeter or 5 centimeter or 10 centimeter, depending upon what graph you're using. Choose appropriate scale, right? You have to mention and label the scale. You have to say how much is what. I have not put it here. On your graph paper, right? You can say 1 unit equal to 1 centimeter or 1 unit equal to 2 centimeter. Then select proper range. See, our data is about 6, 8, and 10, right? Don't put a scale like 0 and 100, right? Your graph will look very small, you can't compare, right? Your range should be proper. And what I drawn is known as bar graph. Correct, everybody? And this is a vertical bar graph. Aditya and Divya, this is a vertical bar graph. If you want to do horizontal bar graph, what changes I have to do?
So we have to just change like the ADC and the students going to the x-axis and the numbers going to the y-axis.
Correct. This is my vertical bar graph. This one. But if I want to make it horizontal, and Aditya said, what I have to do is, I have to make it change. We can put one here. This is what? This becomes horizontal bar graph, right, everybody? And put the scaling in reverse order. But now I'll tell you one more thing. Again, I'm putting numbers differently, but how you make it? This is clear, everybody. Vertical bar graph, horizontal bar graph. This is known as horizontal bar graph. Means what? Now here if you see Aditya and your Chaitanya, this axis, horizontal axis talks about number 0, 5, 10. And this shows you the name of the students, correct? Name of the students, Aditya. I just changed the name, but this is what it is. But
Sir, if you're saying like 0, 5, 10 and all, shouldn't you put the middle digits like the 5 to 10, 6, 7, 8, 9? Then
no.
only they'll find out the.
No, it depends on what. See, it depends how much, because finally you do a graph level is vertical and horizontal line, right? It's actually, but you can choose your scale because you write too many numbers looks too much, right? So you put proper intervals in terms of range and you draw. Because whenever you draw, you'll draw your scale in the vertical line, the horizontal line, right? That's how it is. You can do that. But initially when you're practicing, you can put a lot of numbers like 0, 1, 2, 3, but there's too many. 0, 2, 4. It's all your choice how you want to put the axis. Somebody will, so I'll tell you, if somebody may put like this, I'll show you two graphs. It all totally depends on you guys. Somebody put like this, somebody put like this. So somebody will say, sir, I'll put 0, 5, 10. Okay. Somebody will say, I'll put 0 and 10 is here. But I want to small axis because Aditya says, sir, we need more accuracy because no mistake. Okay, 2, 4, 6, 8. So you can do that. It's totally your choice because you have to specify what scale you're doing. Correct? Agree? Both are okay. But if I give a data this, can you tell me how? This is like, I'll not tell the name of it. So if I give a data like this, student, chocolates eaten, and it says coins collected. Okay, Aditya, then 7, 18, Divyam, let's say 8, 15, Chaitanya. Now what I want to ask you is, okay, no, I want, if I say draw only one graph, bar graph, then how you show this data in one bar graph? Any idea? I'll tell you what we call that and I'll draw for you. But you think about, I want both this data, all this data into one graph.
Sir, I got it, sir. Can I,
You can draw your notebook and you can tell me.
Yes, sir.
Everybody think about how you draw all this into one graph. Try guys with the notebook and then tell me how you draw everything in one graph.
Yes, sir.
Think about it guys and tell me.
You want it horizontal or vertical?
Vertical bar graph is better.
Vertical. Okay.
So the question I'm writing here is, show this data in one vertical bar graph. How you do it guys? Think about it. I'll then show you, but everybody think how you show in one bar graph now.
Yes, sir. This is how I will show.
Okay.
One students.
Livium, think about it. Chaitanya.
A, B, C. Sir, I'm only putting the ADC thing.
That is better.
Sir, don't draw, please don't draw.
I'm not drawing. I'm just putting the layer.
Okay.
Chaitanya, thinking, drawing.
Yes, okay. So now all I have to do is
Sir,
Yes, please.
sir, we can scale in this question.
You can scale, obviously. Yes.
0, this one, this one, this one, this one. 1, this one. Done. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 15, 16. Okay. So now, for me, I've equal to
How will you make one bar graph, vertical bar graph, to show all the data?
1 sec, sir, almost done. And then OINS coins collected. Okay. How many chalks have I eaten? 7. So where is 7 here? Yes. And then where is coins collected? How much have I? 18. Okay. So 16. 18. Okay, so I've collected these much coins. 1 second, sir. Almost done. How much has Divya made?
Chaitanya,
Eight.
you started thinking?
Yes, sir.
Good. Divya, you started? Good.
Okay. Done. And done. And then I finished this. Done. Chocolates eaten is 10. Okay, 12. I will draw it
Show me like
this, sir. First, I'll give the key as the
Mm,
shaded ones is the coin
This is the
collection,
point.
and
This is the
the
point.
unshaded ones are the chocolates eaten. And then I drew 2 of them, like 2 lines.
Exactly.
Shaded represents the
So you are right. Either you say case or we say legend. So suppose if I say green, again you can put anything. Suppose I say green shows chocolates eaten. And suppose if I say blue, blue shows for coins collected. So
Yes,
first of all,
sir.
you have to put keys. Very good, Aditya. So everybody look at it. You decide the keys or legends. Let's say keys. We call it keys. Yes, very nice. You can say
Key.
dotted. You can say underline. You can say field blank. Whatever you want. I'm using this. Then you decide how many students. Let's say let this space is for Aditya. This is for Divyam. This is for Chaitanya. So let me write student's
Sir,
name. This is for
I
Aditya.
know one place in real life where they use this one.
Okay.
If you've seen in many of these or softwares like Excel and Word and all, you know the templates, right? Already created.
Yes.
In them will be given for the sales report. This is used when we want to tell like the number of items sold
Right.
and the rate how much we sold them for, or the money that is earned from selling them, like that.
Yes. So I'm taking this 0, 4. You can take whatever you want. I am taking
And
0,
sir,
4, 8, 12.
one more thing I noticed while doing this one, I seen that the person who has eaten the most less chocolates, me, has got the highest coins, and the
So
person who has
that
ate,
will see. Yeah, that will see from the graph. Wait for a moment, Aditya. So first, listen, everybody. Chaitanya, Divya, man. We are first making chocolate, which should be green color graph. So I'm using green now. Put chocolate for all of them. So I'm making this. So Aditya has eaten 7 chocolates. It will be little lesser than that. Now Divya has eaten 8 chocolates. It will be little more than Aditya. And Chaitanya ate 10. So green legend it shows green is the chocolate. So in the same place, you will make another data which is I made it blue, which says coins. Aditya has 18 coins. You draw exactly on the same place as Aditya we are showing, but that is how you plot two information. Then it says DBM is 15. The most important in this graph is the key. And lastly, Chaitanya is 12. And if I don't want to show like green like this, I'll show like this. I can show like this also, ki sir, blue is coins. You can say that is a better way instead of writing. And you can say, sir, understood? So we have to put horizontal axis level, vertical axis level. You have to put keys. Key blue means what and green means what. This is known as double bar. You know that what it shows? It's a double bar graph because you are putting double bar graph. That is how you draw problem. So in bar graph, you have a single bar graph or double bar graph in horizontal. Got it? So this way you can easily compare what is happening. Multiple data. One is about chocolate eater, other is about coin. You have to also label them. I don't do that, but I have not done it, but you can label. Okay.
yes, sir. What are we going to learn about next after bar graph? Are we going to learn pictorial graph or tally
No.
mark?
We'll do tally also, we'll do pictorial also now. We also do line graph, I'll explain all this. Okay. Clear everyone? Divya, are you clear on this? And Aditya, come on screen again. So understood what is double bar graph, right? Chaitanya?
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, please.
Sir, this keys or the scale is also used in the map.
Scale is different. Scale is like how much space you want to use. The scale is different. Yes, scale also. Keys is like, see, because every graph, blue and green is there, right, Chaitanya? So how do you know that green is for what and blue is for what? So that is why you use keys there. It tells which bar is for which thing, okay? The scale is about how much you want to put. Like you want to put 1 centimeter, 2 centimeter. That is for scaling. Cool. Now let's show you pictogram. Pictogram or pictograph. Suppose again we have data, Aditya, Chaitanya, and we have Divya. If I say, or instead of this, let me put this other thing. I'll say circles, 7. Squares, 3. Rectangles, 5. If I have this data, and I have to show this with the pictograms or pictorial graph, very easy. The way you will show is, you can put something like this. You will say circles. How many circles are there? 7. You can say 1, 2. That is a very easy one. It's like just You make 7 circles. 1, 2, all of same size. Okay, I'm not making same size, but you will make all same size.
Or else, sir, can I give another example?
Yes, please.
What can I draw on my notebook and show? That will
Yes,
be better.
please. Yes, please.
For a pictorial graph.
Yes, you can see it all. You have to just show something with picture rather than white, rather than you are just squares 3. It should be like picture kind of thing. Square 1, 2, 3. Got it? Rectangles are 5. Rectangles are 5.
Sir, this is my idea of the pictorial graph.
Yes.
One.
What do you mean? What we mean by pictorial graph, guys? Pictures which are more visible. The only thing is you have to make all in the same size. Looks better. Understood? First, what is pictorial graph means? Chaitanya, Divyam. So you can use whatever picture you can put some star heads. Your choice. What you want to show. Here I am using circle, rectangle, and square directly, so I am not using any legend or key. Pictorial graph. Pictograph.
Yes, sir. Sir, this is how my idea of pictorial graph is. Like, if we do like these kind of numbers. Okay. Now we can put like 1 is equal to, like this we can put. Look, this is Aditya, Divyam and Chaitanya. And these are some circles, like to represent
I suppose how much chocolates they eat. Yes.
Yeah, how many chocolates they eat. And then like one of these circles is equal to 10. So they can find out
more. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60.
Yeah, like that.
So yes, it's all giving the values. Like here I will circle, square, rectangle, 30 value. So guys, it's all your choice. There's no rules. It's all your choice. The number, all what kind of diagrams you make, what numbers you write, you have to decide. There's the advantage of graphing, right? Okay, everybody, Divyam, Chaitanya, and picture graph is you make your own pictures. How you want to draw what? People draw, they're all funny pictures. So what is tally? Any idea, Divyam, what is tally means? Yes, Divyam.
So it's mostly used on chart. It's a tally graph or like on a chart. It's used to check the variety data.
Correct.
Like so, and like and basically, so if you're asking a survey of like what do you like more, dogs or cats, and if someone says
Sir,
and you draw
let it complete. Wait a minute, yes, Divyam, complete.
And the only way to, and this is how you
Yes, show me.
you draw tiny lines for tallies.
Yes, right. We are going to do. Yes.
and also I want to say tallies are mostly found when you want to count a number specifically without much of effort. So mostly I've seen tallies in like in these movies they show prison cells, and in prison cells the prisoners mark the tallies on their walls for how many years they have been in the
Right.
prison.
Chaitanya, you also heard tally anywhere? I'll show you how to do tally, okay?
That's easy, sir. We have to
say our data is like this, okay? So I'll give you an example. 2, 7, 4, 5, again 3, again 7, 2. 1 second, I'll show you what the data means, okay? I'm just telling you what this is about. Data is there, right? And if I want to show the data on tally, so what you will do is, I'm making a tally chart now. Put a table like this. Listen carefully, guys. Now, let's put here. First, We want to tell you what all. We want to tell you what are the numbers, how many times each number is there. Okay. Listen carefully. Okay. So first, what I'm going to do is I'm going to write. I want to check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Up to 7 already we have, right? So I'll explain how you make a tally. What you do is, this is your 1 to 7 is what you have to find out. So I'll write, say these are numbers, okay? Numbers. And this is count. Now what you do is listen very carefully everyone, okay? Let me use some red color. Wherever you suppose start with Chaitanya, Divyam and Nasi. First number is 2. So 2 is here, right? Put 1 dash. Then number 7 is there. Put 1 dash at 7. It's called 1 tally. Then 4 is there. Oh, 1 4 is there. 5 is there. Okay, 1 5 is there. So 1 dash. 3 is there. 1 3 is there. Now, Chaitanya, see up. Now again 7 is there. 7 only 1. Put 1 more dash. 2. Oh, again 2 is there. Put 1 more dash. 1. We got 1 first time. 5. Let's put 1 more at 5. 6. This is how it's like. But suppose if I change my data, I want more data now just to explain something more. Suppose my data is like this. See what happens now. How you make a group. Suppose say my data is again, I'm adding more data guys, okay? Suppose I say 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2. Suppose I added more data, okay guys? See what happens now. Now what happens is, I got to put 1 more line here. Put 1, put 1 more tally. You again got 2. You got 4, right? And lastly, you got a 5th one. So when you get 5th one, don't write 5. Cross with the 5th one. It means one block is of 5. Is your design. You put 4 dashes, 5th one you put. Means the moment you say 1 cross 1, you can say I got 5. Then you got the next one, put 1 more. You got 3, you can put here. You got 2, 1 more. So now if you have to count how many each numbers are there, it's easy. Why it's easy? How many dashes are there? 2. There are 2. How many are there? 5. Sorry, it was here signal, right? 5 plus 1 plus 1, 7. How many 3s are there? 2 times. How many 4s are there? 1 time. How many 5s are there? 2 times. How many 6 are there? 1 time. How many 7s are there? 2 times. So what tell you that? It just give you the idea, okay? Just put a tick. You can put tick also. You can put this also. It's your choice. There is no rules. The idea is, otherwise you miss out which data you have checked, right? So the moment you see one data, put something here. Yes, please.
Can I say like when this tally chart is used?
Yes, please.
Okay, so we use tally charts when, like, for example, you're in a school and one girl in your class has gone absent for 3 times a week, and they want to keep track of all the students who have gone absent in 1 week, so that finally they can give an award to the person who has not been absent for the entire week. Like that, if they want to track how many times they have been absent in a week, they can use tally marks to calculate it, so that it would be easy while checking the final one.
Right. Very good. I'll give you another example, guys. Just like suppose say you have a box, okay? You have a big box, and in that you have a lot of different balls of different colors, okay? No, they are inside the box. Different color balls are there, okay? What happens is, no, suppose Aditya is making it. Aditya is doing some business, so you want to count how many is ball, but he want to count all together. He don't want to like first remove one ball type. Let me put another color ball now. You understand where the tail is used now again, okay? Suppose Want to understand the concept of, suppose there is a box which contains 3 different color balls, okay? Let me use one more ball, let's say green. Again, I am not saying it is like, say you have a real box is there and 3 different color balls are there, okay? So how you use tally? So Chaitanya will say, sir, I'll just simply, okay, I'll say red, blue, green. And what happened now is, I'll say, Chaitanya will say, sir, I'll use a tick method. He got one ball from the box, so it was red, put red. He got another ball from the box, it came as red, put red. He got another ball from the box, it got blue. Like that, he will keep picking one ball, he will not count now. He just put it tick in his notebook. He get another ball which is green, another ball red, another ball green. Like that, you start putting. Correct? In the end, when you finished you emptied your box, then you simply count number of ticks. So I got 4 red, 2 blue, 3 green. This is the example. So like that, you can think of a lot of examples where tally is useful. Otherwise, you sort of separate out, count too much. So there are many more applications, but this is a very small thing. How you just tick or cross out, can say I have counted. Mechanism of counting. Tell me, anybody want to give me more example of tally where we can use, or graphs we can use? Anybody? Divyam, Chaitanya, Aditya, where we can use tally, pictograph, where we can use bar chart. And after that, I'll tell you what is pie chart. Any idea? Anybody want to say anything? Tell me.
Sir,
Yes, please.
sir, can it is in laundry?
It can be used. Depends. They count, okay, this many cloth, this many type of cloth. Shirts are like this, paints are this many. You can use. Whenever you count something different types, you can do it. Good. And another thing is pie chart. What is pie chart? How pie chart looks like?
Sir, it is like a circle in a sleeping bag.
Okay. Okay. So it can look like this, where you will say, and suppose if I have to make a different
But it's
color.
called pie chart because it looks like a pie, and you can also cut slices from it, just like a pie.
You are correct. And also to make it more colorful, though I cannot do it here, but we can make different colors also. You can say, it will not look good here, but I'll try to draw. Okay. To do very bad here, but you understand what pie I'm trying to say. So this is my one color. And that's another color, okay. It's okay. Not as bad, right? On paper, you can draw faster, okay? Rather than this. Okay. Let's draw another one. Let's say, I think this color will be best. No, unless I put the number, you will not know, okay? Suppose what we are trying to say here is,
A pie chart is mostly represented in percent.
yeah, that is the main point. The main point of pie chart is, let me put some numbers first, then I'll tell you. Yes.
Percent means by 100. And also, sir, while an example of using pie chart is, if you type oxygen amount of gases, amount of gases in air in Google,
Yes.
it will give the percent, like 71% nitrogen oxide, nitrogen, like 21% normal oxygen, and 5% carbon dioxide, 1% other gases. Like that, it will give results.
That is the main thing about pie chart is the sum has to be 100%. Count 30% plus 30 plus 25 plus 20, 25, how much? It has to be 100%.
25.
Then only
25 plus 25 is equal to 50, and 30 plus 20 is equal to 50. 50 plus 50 is equal to 100.
it has to be, otherwise pie chart is wrong. Suppose here I'm putting, suppose say pink 25%, blue 20%. The pie chart is very useful as in terms of representing something. Now you tell me where pie chart can be useful. Think about where pie chart is more useful than your bar chart. Pink, blue, and what is remaining? Orange. Say.
Pie chart is useful in calculating like the amount of something present in something.
Correct. Means share. Correct?
Yeah.
Share. So like atmosphere. Atmosphere has 10% of nitrogen share or 20% of oxygen or 40% of something. Right?
Like if you watch the movie Boss Baby, in that like when the machine they used to track baby love is pie chart, a pie chart machine.
Right. Tomorrow I'll give one more simple example. Say, oh yes, sir. Let's say, okay, I'll not tell you what I'm telling. Okay, first I'm going to make a pie chart. Okay. Suppose, wait. They will clearly give you where we can use pie chart. Suppose say, no, I want to make a color which is not as good, but how can I draw better color here?
Sir,
The problem, you know what? I cannot draw half circle here. Half circle I have to draw, then I have to use some different technique to cover it up, which I don't want to do. Otherwise, let's say
sir, just
Aditya,
yeah,
say Chaitanya.
that's the idea.
What I'm trying to tell you here, guys, is there are three very, very good friends. Divyam, Aditya, and Chaitanya, they started business. This is what, how much percent of share they have in that business. So this will give you like, so if you really see, Aditya has 50% share. Chaitanya has say 50 and the remaining 50 say 30%. I'm just giving. And Divyam has 20%. What I'm trying to tell you here is, it gives you like three businessmen, Aditya, Divyam, Chaitanya, started a business with some millions dollars. They invested this money. Aditya invested 50%, Chaitanya invested 30%, Divyam is 20%. That is what they share on it. So it gives you idea of how much percentage share constituent or how much percentage each way. That's it. Now I want everyone to try one example and tell me where will you pie chart. I give you two examples. Tell me Chaitanya, Divyam, Aditya, where you can use pie chart. Where it's useful.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, please.
Sir, I think we can use the pie chart in what marks we have obtained in an exam.
But then you have to say there, okay, it's not about odd marks. Yes, you can say, okay, this many people pass, this many people fail, this many people absent. And total should be 100%, correct?
Yes, sir.
Like for example, I will change this data to this now. I'll say pass. How many people passed? How many people failed?
And how many people quit? How many people quit?
Or they were absent. Yeah.
Absent.
So Chaitanya, yes, your example you can say in a class, how many people passed? 50%. How many people failed? 30%. And how many people were not attended? They were absent. So, but you know, guys, the total should be 100% again. Your full pie should be full, right? So that gives
Yes, sir. Sir, can I say something else?
Yes, please.
Okay. In a school, for example, the World UNESCO organization is hosting a program to get world cultural awareness.
Okay.
So, in that school, the representation has been the representation for the country Africa has been given for 5th grade. Okay. So 5th grade they have 3 sections, A, B, and C. So the principal wants the contribution of each section to the entire program. So she asked for the easy form of data which you can read. So the teachers of these three sections, they formed together. They calculated that class A has given 50% of contribution, class B has given 30% of their contribution, and class C has given 20% of their contribution, and sent it to the principal. The principal can overview it without even looking into it. She can immediately
they can see this is the pie chart and say, okay, how much, who is contributing more, who is contributing less.
Yeah, who did
Very
more
good.
and who did less.
Good. Divyam, you raised hand. Thank you, Aditya. Tell me, Divyam, what you want to share?
A pie chart can also be used in like a business meeting to show how much percentages are like high and what type of stocks and bitcoins.
Yes, yes, very much. Definitely in business. Actually, most of the pie chart used in businesses only. You are right. Very good, Divyam. Chaitanya, tell me what you want to say.
Sir, I think another idea.
Yes.
Sir, it can be if they in my school there is a different section like 5th A, 5th B. We can use pie chart in the percentage of students.
Yes. This is also you can use. Now I am making one more chart. This is A, B, and C. Let's say one more. D. And if I put something like this, if I put my data like this, and if I say like this, again I say some scale 0, 10, 5. What kind of chart it is?
The line graph.
Line graph. Line chart, line graph. Correct? Method is exactly same how we do bar chart. Line chart is same. Only thing is to bar we put the line. That's it. Correct? Line chart very useful more.
Yes,
If
sir.
you want to see the trends, like you want to compare, if I
Sir,
say,
I've seen like many businessmen and all, when they want to check the shares and the stock market things and all, when they Google it, the Google always gives a line graph to represent what and all is going on
correct,
in the market.
right. And I'm using it for some cricket match now. It shows how India and Pakistan run rate. Okay. So what I'll do is, no, instead of this ABCD, I'll say in a one-day match, so this is my 0th over, 10 hours, 20 hours, 30 hours. There is always your choice, 40 hours and 50 hours. And no, I'll put another line for, this is for India and this is for Pakistan. I'll say, okay, initially, and for India also, I'll make it because it should go to 0 finally, right? So, why line chart is useful? Because you can compare the trend very easily. Got it? You would have seen cricket match, right? You would have seen bar chart and pie chart. I don't know. Nobody told me pie chart and pie chart and not pie chart. Mostly use bar chart and line chart in your cricket match commentary. You have seen that, right? When they want to compare run rates, they give you. So, like, what you can analyze from here, Aditya? If I ask you what you can analyze from this piece up to this,
I can analyze that.
first 15 hours.
Yeah, for the first 15 hours, India has scored more runs than Pakistan.
No, blue is Pakistan.
Oh, Pakistan has scored
Pakistan
more.
run rate, yeah. So this chart, if I say this chart is for run rate, okay. I have to put the name run rate. So then Aditya says, sir, first 15 overs around, Pakistan was scoring at higher run rate, right? And then Aditya, if you want to analyze this part what you can say? Between 15 to 35 hours, right?
Yeah, 15 to 35 hours, India was scoring more.
Correct? The higher run rate, right?
Yes, sir.
That is one way of looking at it. No, other way of looking at it is also you can say initially India was studying constant run rate, then run rate is dropped, and again it picked up the run rate, right?
Yes,
That
sir.
gives you also higher. That Bharata doesn't give much. Line chart is better for that. Trending, the trends. Line chart is more useful for trends. Okay. Tell me now. Anybody want to tell me what else? We'll talk for 5 more minutes to understand when to use bar chart, when to use line chart, and when to use pie chart. When we want to show the percentage of the constituent per share thing, use pie chart. When you want to show the trend, use line chart. When you want to compare those numbers or like performance, use bar chart more probably. Tell me, anybody want to ask me anything or say anything, Divyam, Chaitanya, Aditya? Graphic is very easy, right? Yes. Tell me, Divyam.
Are we getting homework?
Yes, so whatever we done this week or previous week, in next 3-4 days, not I think it will take because I'm going out tomorrow. So you will get homework before the next week. Homework, okay? Yes.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, Chaitanya.
Sir, what about histogram and histogram?
Histogram.
And,
So I'll tell you what is histogram. Dot plot is nothing but you don't put the lines, it shows dots only. Like it will show more dots. Dot plot is a higher level where you show dots. So it's okay, this more construction is like dot plot is like this. Okay. So dot plot, from dot plot you can understand how this is how it's going like this. But you put only dots. But histogram I like because histogram is more important. Yes, please, Divya.
I don't like dot plots because like we had to do it in school. We had to draw a dot plot.
Yeah.
और फिर मैंने line बना दी. I like made a line and then basically then I had to erase it all and turn it into dots.
Histogram actually what happens? Suppose data is there. Suppose say marks and number of students. Okay. What is big difference between histograms and bar graph? Between 0 to 10, we have 8 students. Between 10 to 20, we have 12 students. Between 20 to 30, we have, say, 5 students. I'm just giving some reference. So the way you do histogram, no, histogram is about continuous curve. Okay. What happens is, good question you asked, Chaitanya. I forgot that. So, first you do like that, same thing, you do like this. Now what you'll do is, histograms you always draw one bar attached to other bar. So suppose say, first one is for 0 to 10. So let me put it like filled ones. 0 to 10. 8 students. Then 10 to 20. I'll put the numbers also a little later. 10 to 20. 12. And then 20 to 30, 5. See what happens now. 5. So how you put scaling here? So you have scaling, you put 0 here, 10 here. So 0 to 10 is so blue, 10 to 20, correct? 20 to 30. Means what it says? 0 to 10 is blue. How much is like blue? We said 8. This is 8, suppose. Let me put a different color, 8. Let's say 8. Let's say here 4. Let's say here 12. So difference between bar chart and histogram is a continuous interval. What you put all bar chart, you put bars with a gap, right? Space between them. Histograms you put all together. So if you see continuous scale 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30. So 0 to 10 is this part. Up to this, right? The biggest difference between bar chart and histogram is all the bars in histogram will be next to each other without the gaps between them. Okay. Bar chart, they will be separate. So somebody was saying frequency and polygon. So Aditya, it is not frequency. Frequency polygon we make. We take the mid value here. We take the mid value here. We take the mid value here. We take the wherever its nature is going. Then we make the frequency polygon. But that is like in a grade 10 when you learn how to find median and all, then use frequency polygon. But that is not required. Main thing is what is histogram? That is histogram. Chaitanya, clear what is histogram? This
Yes.
scale has to be continuous 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30. In bar graph, all were separate like Aditya, Chaitanya, Divyam, right? In histogram is all continuous. That's the difference. Just put it together. Cool. Any more questions, anyone? Enough? Perfect. So thank you. See you next week. Enjoy.
Thank you, sir. Bye, sir.
Bye bye.
Bye,
Bye,
sir.
sir.
Bye.
Bye, sir.